renovated, they put the brick in. So do you want to do this and then?
I will. Let me just get my hat and my apron and I'll
Just
do it.
Okay, or no? Yes, yep. He does all the.
Quite an interesting one. We're told that if you took them down, there's a plaque on the back that tells you who the shooter was, what the date was, and where the animal was taken. This is the butler's pantry. We didn't have a butler here. We actually had a housekeeper. She and her husband lived in a small cottage at the edge of the property, and the husband was the chauffeur and the groundskeeper. The sink is actually Monson slate. You're probably aware that Monson is a town south of here where slate has been quarried for years. So we have the Monson slate sinks as well.
So it's an intercom. Wow.
And this is the old ice chest. The house was not electrified until that 1917 time when quite an extensive renovation took place. But prior to that, General Electric, so a name that we're familiar with, not a lot of space, and certainly when it's really superior. You can see that it has the edges on it, it's divided, and it works very easily. Pie dough, you could take this off, put it on the table, and have two surfaces for making pie or bread or whatever she was up to. She certainly would need an ample supply of flour, so just a touch of her toe would bring the flour barrel forward so that she could have flour for her baking project. Weren't ready to serve it, you could put it in here, and it would stay warm. You're welcome to look in the bathroom, keeping in mind that was from the 1917 renovation. The one that you'll see down the hall is part of himself when he was out tending to his patients in the winter weather. And the next room
Ocelot Cove
was Julia's. Kept safely.
Wow.
And then the carriage is from the mid-1800s. The little chair belonged to Julia.
Pine Martin stalls.
They were popular in yesteryear, not now, but all still intact. Here that was brought back here and probably died of pneumonia would be my guess.
Wow.
We don't know that, but that is what we assume. We do know that he lived for about 2 weeks. Tubes back then.
Yeah.
And
It's called an amberola?
It's called an amberola.
Okay.
And I'll let you hear what it sounds like. What we're doing next year, one of the rooms we're going to decorate in the 1950s attire next year. So this is the sun porch. It was one of Rebecca and Julia's favorite places. This actually was the mud room. The family would call for the carriage and the carriage would come from the carriage house.
Wow.
Now we've shown you some things here in the 1880s kitchen that are not as fancy as the kitchen
made
upstairs.
of pine needles.
Made of pine needles.
Here in Maine.
Again, made of Monson slate.
This is the laundry for the original house.
And these are old machines. This one's a made